Nervous in front of a microphone. You got my back. See, that's what I like about this team, right? I do have some notes. I'm not as detailed as Coach Virgil, so I'm going to be ad-libbing as I usually do here. I'm going to start with some comments that I've heard in the last week or so. A couple of them are from the Far East, and another is an email that I received on Saturday morning. The first one was from the referees, and I know in the Far East our referees weren't really making the best decisions all the time, but after the very first day of play, there were a group of referees talking, and they said, you know, your team is the only one here that actually knows what they want to do or has a plan when they have the ball. And that made me feel really good, because that's a huge compliment to you. What they're saying is, you are the most skilled team at the Far East tournament. That was after the first day, when they had a chance to see all the other teams play twice. The other one is something shared by Mr. Tromberg. He was saying that he overheard other parents consistently say, yeah, that's how we have to play. We've got to learn to play like that. That's another compliment to the skill level that you have on this team. Now the last one is more important to me because it doesn't reflect the Far East. It reflects the whole season, and it reflects all 20 players on the team. And that was from Sacred Heart's coach, Ben Iyer. He emailed me on Saturday morning, and he said, congratulations on your Far East win. From the football that I saw your girls playing this season, you deserve to be champions. And I thought that was just a great compliment, because he had the opportunity to see you play a couple of times and knows your quality. So, moving right along, we'll start it with a few thank yous. I will echo Coach Virgil. Without the activities office and their support, Ms. Haneda, Coach Jacobson, we'll get to in a moment, Coach Cully, and of course Ikusan, the success that all of our teams here at ASIJ has or have, it would be a lot more difficult to achieve. Obviously, the parents, wow, what a super community this is. I've been thrilled in my 5 years coaching at ASIJ. This year is definitely a great way to go out for me personally, and I'm sure for our seniors. But you know, you're the 12th player. You really, really are, and including the activities office and that too. It's just a great community, and I am going to miss it. It's been wonderful. And speaking of parents, I would like to thank Shizuka Asakawa and Tomoka Rosenfeld. They've just been instrumental in coordinating the parents for all the wonderful support that all of the parents on this varsity team have done collectively. So I'm going to ask Karen and Hannah, please come on up. If I could ask Tomoka Shizuka to come on up. Big hugs. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. This season has just been amazing. I knew last year, you know, there were probably 11 or 12 returning players, and I knew with this group of players coming back, we are going to be a strong team next year. And it was just a matter of how strong are we going to be. I didn't really imagine. I mean, you know, we have these pipe dreams. Yeah, we'll win the league, win the Far East, you know, go undefeated. But you never really take those seriously in your own head. And I'm glad I didn't. I guess I would have jinxed us perhaps, but we had an outstanding season. 18 wins, 3 ties, including the Far East. It's just been an awesome season, and you know, congratulations, girls. You're just an amazing team. You're easily the best team. Now, why do we have this kind of success? There's never any one reason. I do think some of the major reasons are, just look at you all. You're just really good people. You really are. You're good people. You're hardworking, right? You have a very strong work ethic. You're very passionate about what you do, not just, you know, with soccer, but with everything. The spirit that you've had, I thought has been very, very creative. One day, let's go out as Joey. Another day is me. It's a bit of a surprise. I think something was really special enough. Paul Powell actually put it perfectly, I think. He said, it's been a pleasure watching this team play all season long because of your togetherness. And one thing that I think the parents might not see, maybe they do on and off the pitch, I don't know. But off the pitch, I see you getting along really well with each other. I see older students looking out, or older players, I should say, looking out for younger players. I think everybody on this team, from my perspective, just got on. You got along really well, you looked out for each other. You know, there's a couple of those games that we've had where, you know, somebody's made us angry, and it's like, no, we're not going to collapse on each other. We're going to band together, and we're going to fight right to the end. And we're going to take it home, we're going to win, right? Yeah, that's right, that's what we do. Your work ethic with Coach Jacobson, as Keo put it so smoothly, the love-hate relationship. This team has worked so unbelievably hard to go into a gym and for 1 hour do fitness training at the level that Coach Jacobson took them to, both teams, the JV and the varsity team. It's just outstanding, and that's the reason for, you know, one big reason for the successes that we've had this year. So obviously a thank you to Coach Jacobson. We've got something for him later on, but he's not here right now. With such a good team like this, it's going to seem today like there's kind of awards overkill, but look at this team. There's just so many excellent soccer players on this team. And anyway, I'd like to recognize everybody individually. So the first person we'll recognize is Erin Blank. Yes, we'll go in alphabetical order. I had the pleasure of coaching Erin when she was in middle school, and Erin and Sakiko, I think you two were my two center midfielders on the C team, and they were outstanding players. And I was like, yeah, I can't wait until these two get into the high school program. Erin started the season with an injury, and she worked really, really hard at rehabilitation. She's very dedicated. She is an excellent player, and definitely the future of ASIJ soccer. No question in my mind. Well done, Erin. Come on up. And we'll have the players stand here. I'm sure parents want to take videos and photos and that kind of thing. The next player, Joe Carroll. Joe is tough as nails. and you know what? Joe is highly skilled as well. She's not afraid to hit the ball in the air. She's not afraid in the corner to, instead of just keeping it up, yeah, I'm going to try to dribble past you and then pass the ball up. She's done some really amazing things this season and is definitely an excellent player. Afraid of nothing. Come on up, Joe. I'll note, by the way, every player, not only do you have a certificate in your envelope, you do have a little patch that says Kanto League Champion. Anna Cooper, another extremely hard-working player, tough on the field, always asking questions. Hey, I'm not sure what I should do here. What do I do? And that's important for a player, because if you want to get better, you have to know what you're doing on the field. Unfortunately, had a bit of a knock on the knee, and had to go through some rehab of her own, but I am certainly expecting big things from Hannah when I'm, you know, bittersweetly watching from the other side of the bench. Sorry. Hannah Cooper, you've had a great season. Congratulations, class. I'd also like to thank Justin and Lynn Cooper for helping us out down in Yokosuka. That made things very, very smooth for us as we were down there. Thank you very much. Amy Folsom is a player that also has an extremely strong work ethic. I also think she's very tough, afraid of nothing, and I'm really happy that she was on the team this year. Just a strong, hard worker, and I'm going to take this opportunity to tease her that her boyfriend flew all the way from the United States to come and see her tonight. Hi, Maddie. Come on up. This next person is skilled. Well, Katie Helwig is next, if you're going alphabetically here. Skilled, fast, fit, committed, And I'm going to share an anecdote. On the field, sometimes when a player takes a knock, the first instinct as a coach is to say, okay, I'm going to take you out for a couple of minutes. And she looks, I said, you know, Hannah, I think, or Hannah, I said, Katie, you know, I think, well, don't take me out. I didn't even finish my sentence. And Katie is a player that just loves to play the game. And it comes out. I've seen her stone player after player after player. Last year she scored 18 goals. By my count this year she's got 28. That is an astounding number for the short number of games that we played. Let's see. She is a K-Pass All-Star as well. And she is also going to receive the Golden Boot, which our trophies, by the way, apparently are going to arrive tomorrow, so we don't have the trophies, unfortunately, to give you today. Apologies, folks. K-Pass All-Star, Golden Boot winner, ASIJ, she's co-MVP, and she's also the best attacking player. Congratulations, Katie. Well done. Very, very mature. Okay, maybe not. Where am I going here? She's very engaged. You know, at the beginning of the season, she had to miss because of other, personal commitments that were made before the season. Had to come in after a few days of tryouts, and that's difficult for a person to do. It really is. And she proved herself, of course, and I saw her play last year, much like Maya Serdehe, Christina and Maya, when we were doing our scrimmages against the JV team. They always just terrified me because I thought they were going to be the first people to score on the varsity team during a scrimmage. Christina's not super tall, but she is very, very tough. She gets thrown all over the place, and she heads the ball. One blinding header towards the end of the season that I thought almost was going to go in. Just had an excellent season, Christina. Outstanding. And she also scored, not to draw away from Karan's PK in the Far East final, but she scored the winner exactly when we needed it. Well done, Christina. I'm talking too much, aren't I? Courtney Ishibachi. Courtney Ishibashi joined the team, grade 9 student, and quite honestly, Coach Virgil said to me on the first day of tryouts, "Why don't you have a look at Courtney?" And I looked over a couple of times, said, maybe looked over a couple of times, and then on the second day, said, "Yeah, come on over and have a look." And that was it. She was there right till the end. An extremely hard-working player. One player on this team actually said Courtney is Gambariya-san, which means an extremely hard worker. And I think she's really grown a lot this season. You've become tough, you've become resilient, you already had the skills, and I expect a lot from you when I'm watching ASIJ in the future as well. Congratulations, Courtney. Ali Klemenchik is a second-year keeper. Worked just as hard this year as she did last year. Has learned a lot. Mindy and Ali, they shared games, and I was confident with both of them. And I think the team was confident with both of them. Every single time we went into the games, no goals against for this season. And I think it's the dedication, the positive attitude. Ali has a great sense of humor as well. And all that, comes down to an excellent season. Congratulations, Ali. Well done. Celeste Lim. Where's Celeste? Right there. See, this is never mind. So some of the character on this team is just it's almost like it's comedic, I have to say. Celeste is a skilled player, but she's also very smart. She always has an idea what she wants to do with the ball before it comes to her. She's very aware of her surroundings. My expectation next year is that she's going to be playing a more central role down the spine of the field. She's had an excellent season, very tough, not afraid to head the ball. Sportsmanship, there were a few times this season that I've seen Celeste flatten somebody and was, "Oh, you okay?" Or somebody hit her and fall down, and not even her fault, and she's still helping them up. You're an excellent player. Congratulations, Celeste. Mindy Mahale is a natural athlete, if I've ever... Mahale, sorry. My bad. Mindy's a natural athlete. She's a first-year soccer player. You can tell that she plays volleyball. She's very quick with her hands. Hand-eye coordination is excellent, and she picked up the game quite quickly. Excellent work rate, like everybody else on the team. Especially, I find it interesting when you have volleyball players or basketball players from other sports, and they haven't played soccer before, and then they get into the fitness training. It's quite painful, isn't it? Because it's quite different. Mindy sucked it up, worked hard, and had an outstanding season. Again, no goals against in the Kanto League. Excellent job, Mindy. This next player, unfortunately, is going to be leaving us, Lizzie Marone. What? Lizzie? The English, no. Okay. Yeah, Canada jokers. Okay. We have a lot of laughs throughout the season. That's something I love about this team is the comedy. It's never a dull moment. I always find it actually. Sorry, Lizzie. I always find it when I leave a practice. If I go into a practice with this team and I'm kind of tired, we all have those tiring days, but by the time 5 o'clock hits and everybody's leaving, I find I have that energy and I can go home and make dinner or do homework or, well, it's not really understandable. Do I have homework? Teacher. Lizzie is an excellent player. She was just tearing it up on the left side on the wing for the season. Good skills. She's gutsy. She scored a couple of goals. She set up some really cracking goals as well. I'm hoping that you have a successful season next year. It's very difficult to go into your grade 12 year, but from what I understand, you're going back to your old high school? Yeah, so good luck with your future with soccer. You're definitely going to be missed here at ASIJ on the varsity team, so shoes to fill. Congratulations, Lizzie. We all know Kiyomi Powell, and if you don't, you will in about 30 seconds. I mean, anywhere you go, you'll know who she is in about 30 seconds. I loved that photo in the slideshow that Ty and Timmy put together. Just the intensity on Kiyomi's face. Kiyomi just fights. She fights to the point where she had to come out because she was hyperventilating when we were playing in the Far East. But twice, yeah. Well, the second time she actually said, "I think I'm going to hyperventilate," so I heard her. So it's nice that we learn. Kiyomi's leadership on this team has been outstanding last year and this year. And I think part of the reason why the team is so cohesive this year is because of the leadership on the team. She's got that right balance of humor and of seriousness. And you can't put money on that. It really does bring people together, and she's done an outstanding job. Kiyomi is a K-Pass All-Star. She is also going to get the Desire Award this year. That photo, too, that was so intense. And that really, that expression on her face just shows that she wants to win. She doesn't want to win at all costs. Tough player, not dirty. But she wants to win. I know every year I say this, and every season when I give a Desire Award, I tell the anecdote of where it comes from, because there's always people that don't know. For me, it's a very important award. When I was a high school student, when I played, it's the award we all wanted. Probably about 6 or 7 of the guys on my club team played on my high school team. And our club coach, his name was Camillo Di Quinzio, an Italian immigrant to Canada, just a wonderful man. And he did a lot for soccer in our community. And tragically, his son was killed in a motorcycle accident when he was 18 years old. So I myself didn't get a chance to meet his son David. But they created this award called the Di Quinzio Desire Award. And I thought to myself, as an adult coach, I thought, wow, that is an awesome idea for an award. So I promised myself, when I was coaching and had that decision-making power, I was always going to have a Desire Award. I think it has very deep meaning, and Kiyomi definitely has a desire to be a champion. You led this team really well this year. Congratulations, Keelan. Naomi Ritchie's is afraid of nothing. Naomi gets on the field, and it's rare that a player gets past her. She is not afraid to head the ball in the air, and as the team knows, we spend a lot of time talking about heading the ball, right? Head the ball. Parents and watching, everyone's like, get your head, get your head. If I had 500 yen every time I said that, probably buy stock in a company or something like that. Anyway, she's not intimidated. She's got an excellent work rate. Always working hard, 100%. I think, Naomi, you grew as a player this year. Your skills have developed, and I think you were an important part of this team. It was just great to have you this year. Congratulations. Naomi receives her first varsity letter as well. Congratulations. Hannah Rosenfeld, another see, Naomi, right? Another outstanding leader. I think this year, as I said a moment ago, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it one more time. I think leadership was one of the critical factors on this team this year, because the team was together. Hannah has excellent leadership skills. She is tough as nails. Not one of the bigger players on the field, but she's always throwing her body in front of people. She is always fighting for that ball. Always, always, always fighting. And it's funny because she's just so kind and kind of quiet, kind of relaxed. Another stand-up comic, if you will. It's kind of funny seeing her and Kiyomi kind of get together, and then Joey jump in and kind of put some balance in the force, that kind of thing. Huge contribution. Hannah is also K-Pass All-Star this year. Congratulations, Hannah. Thank you for all your work. Moving right along, Maya Sertahe is tough. She's fast, she's fit, she's skilled, she keeps improving. As I said earlier, last year she would always make me nervous whenever she had the ball playing against our varsity team in those scrimmages, because I thought one of these days this girl's going to score. And she scored big against Yokota in our final game of the season, which that gave us the lead. No goals against, it was 1-0, and a total winning season. No ties, no losses. Maya, thank you for that. Congratulations. Mizuki Toria. Very humble person, very humble. She's extremely skilled. She's very, very smart. She's committed, she's dedicated, she's hardworking. She also played on the left wing, but I know I can put Mizuki anywhere on the field. Unfortunately, she had a bit of an injury at the beginning of the season. In fact, during tryouts, so before the season actually began. But she showed that dedication to get better and make sure she was back, able to play for the season. She's got a great sense of humor, even though she's kind of quiet, but she works very, very hard. I can't say your contribution to this team has been excellent. 3 goals in the Far East. Christina, I don't think I mentioned that as well. Christina, you had 3 goals in the Far East as well, right? Mizuki, excellent season. Next year as a senior, I expect some really big things from you. Congratulations. I hate winging it. I feel like a dork sometimes. I don't know. Like a wiener, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Maya Tromberg. No doubt next to Timmy Jacobson, the fittest person in Japan. She's tough as nails. She terrorizes people on the right wing. You can see her strength when she crosses the ball in. She set up several goals. Very, very nice person. Excellent sportswoman, sportsmanship, kind of thing, whatever. Sorry, see, dork, right? Maya just puts her heart into everything she does. She works so hard. You know, after we do our fitness training and then our field training, Maya actually goes up to the gym and does more training. And she does it with Timmy Jacobson. That terrifies me. This year, Maya is a K-Pass All-Star, and she's also sharing the best attacking player because it was difficult for the team and myself to choose between you and Katie, and you're an excellent player. You deserve it. Congratulations, Maya. Joey Yamada, another source of comedic relief. Joey is an excellent player, as we all know. Very skilled defensively, not afraid of anything. She probably gets annoyed with me saying, "Too casual!" on the field sometimes. But I think Joey has been a key player in the success of this team. On the field, as a leader, as a player, but I think also off the field, leading the team, along with Hannah and Kiyomi. Just an excellent job as a captain on this team. And again, I think the reason why people felt comfortable here was because you demonstrated such good leadership. Joey does have a great sense of humor, but something I love about her is her intensity. I remember last year at the Far East tournament, it's a tournament, and I bring up my level of intensity. It's just the way I roll, I suppose, as a coach. And I said, "Sorry," and Joey says, "No, I like it." So I thought maybe we'll have to put a little more in that. Let's see, I already said that, brings a sense of balance to the force, so to speak, with the comedy and the seriousness. Joey, you've done a great job this year. You are also a K-Pass All-Star, and you're the best defensive player on the team this year. Congratulations. Yeah. Andrea Yonamine. Andrea has really come into her own this season. Last year she made the varsity team on her skill. She worked very, very hard. But this year, something I notice in Andrea is she has boatloads of confidence now. I've seen her shoulder people off the ball. I see her head the ball. And I see her know what she wants to do with the ball confidently. I think Andrea really has grown. You have grown as a player, and being a sophomore, you also are an important part of the future of this team. You've had a great season. Congratulations. Congratulations. And Karen has probably been going through this her whole life, right? With sports, roll call in class, that kind of thing. Her name brutally butchered at the Far East when she was called out. You probably had that too, right? Yeah, but you're used to it now, I'm sure. Karen is one player that really wants to learn. I remember last year when Coach Aranda was gone, I came in and I had my designs on what I felt was the right way to coach this team and the right kind of football for the team to play. I remember I put Karen in a different position, I put Joey in a different position, and I put Kiyomi in a different position, and all three of them said, "Coach, what are you doing?" And, but the others, like Karen, just say, "Okay, what do I do when this, what do I do in this situation? What do I do?" And it's been 2 years of learning, and you've done an outstanding job as a sweeper on this team. I think you're an excellent soccer player. I think you're also a key factor in the success of this team. I hope you continue to play soccer, whether it's for a club. You said your school might not have a team, but if you can, don't stop playing, Karen. You have learned so much playing on this team. Congratulations. I know people kind of want to get out of here and you're tired of hearing my voice, but as my, kind of final farewell to this team, I am going to come back and see you. And yes, I will be supporting the Mustangs. You and your attitudes, behind your big team, look at this, football team. Your positive attitudes have given me just such a brilliant experience. This has been so much fun to coach. And you know what, if we lost some games, tied some games, maybe we'd all be feeling different about the season. Who knows? But every day I've just loved going to practice. You people get along well with each other. You care about each other. You care about your opponents. You care about what you're doing. You just work, but you also have fun. The back of our buses are always the most fun. It's got the music and the singing and the joking around and the whooping and blah, blah, blah. You should see this group when they're together. They're insane. Yeah, I'm going to ramble on forever. And I'll probably start crying, so I'm going to stop right now. I deeply appreciate what you've done for me this season. I have had so much fun. Coach Virgil, oh, and Coach Jacobson's here too. Yeah, get to Coach Virgil in a moment. Coach Jacobson, you want to come down here for a moment?
Yes, indeed. Well, I think she always said it all when we were like, love you with your workouts. And even though you almost made me pass out and throw up, I almost did, but it all paid off. It's not done. Clearly the better team who was on you and really paid off. So thank you so much for your work with us. And we hope you continue to do that next year with us too.
I'll also point out that when I was away in Australia for 4 days, Coach Jacobson said that he'd set up a routine for the team to work on, but I didn't expect him to actually, coach and train the team for that week. That's the kind of dedication that Timmy Jacobson gives to this school, not just our team, but to other teams. Definitely a valuable asset to this team. Thank you very much for everything. And I think earlier we thanked Iku Kano. She's one of my...
Thanks, Dave.
To Coach Peter Virgil. I do believe I left your gift downstairs in the science office. When I first got here, I have to say I love the soccer coaching staff at ASIJ. In the middle school and high school is where I coached from day one. Coach Rogers, we were talking in the cafeteria once and said, "You're a soccer player? You played in college? Let's get this guy involved." And he did. And that's how I got involved with soccer. And that's how I met Coach Virgil, Coach Harris, eventually, of course, Coach Aranda. In the boys' season, I get to work also with Coach Brent. He is also an outstanding coach. And the coaches, we get together and we talk about soccer a lot. We talk about the players, we talk about the program, we talk about, hey, how are we going to make this the best it can be? And, Pete, your advice, I've had so much advice from Peter Virgil over the last 5 years. It's made me a better player. Honestly, I still play. It's made me a better player. It's made me a better coach. And you can't put money on that. So I want to thank you for everything, and I am going to miss you dearly. I really, really am. It's been great. The link, or would you like to look at it now?
So on behalf of the entire team, we wanted to thank Coach because honestly, all of our success, of course, it was us as a team, but also you as a coach. You led us in the entire way. You taught us to be a mentor, and you were the biggest mentor to us the entire time. So we wanted to present to you this gift from the entire team. underclassmen. It's not much, but we thought you guys might like it. We made individual superlatives for all the underclassmen, and we made little medals for you. And so we're going to say the superlative, and then we'll just announce who the winner of that superlative is. So, first superlative, biggest flirt, mainly through the medium of Snapchat, goes to Lizzie Rowe.
Most likely to forget all her gear is mine.
Most likely to marry a soccer player one day goes to Naomi.
Most graceful runner goes to Andrea. And biggest comeback goes to Erin. Most likely to be a track star if she wasn't in soccer is Maya.
Most likely to become a teen mom someday goes to Hannah Cooper.
Most likely to get in a bar fight is Katie Helwig. Best personification of YOLO is Christina. Sassy players. Biggest boss goes to Jill. Most likely to have been a teddy bear in the past life is Courtney. Sorry. Most creative spirit goes to Joey. Best facial expressions goes to Celeste.
We have one more award for the biggest wiener. And that goes to Coach Gilmore. That's it.
I guess I'll just close with a final thank you to everybody. The parent community, the dedication of the players on both teams has just been outstanding. And I'm saying thank you for myself as well. I've really enjoyed my 5 years here teaching and coaching at ASIJ. And really, although I'm looking forward to my next position, so to speak, it's bittersweet. I'm really going to miss people. I'm going to miss this togetherness. It's just been awesome. So thank you for that. And have a good night. And I look forward to seeing you defend your championships next year.